Do you notice a difference around this Philly team? Do you see things changing for them the way things have changed?
Pretty much all I see is that they're a young, very talented team. They play extremely hard. Don't let their record fool you. They're full of exceptional talent, and every single night they put on their working hats and they go out and play with their hearts every single night despite the outcome. They're very talented. So the record doesn't portray them, pretty much. They're a great basketball team. They're young, they're hungry, and they're extremely talented.
When you look at a team like that, which certainly they do have a lot of talent, do you just know that there's going to be some points they're going to catch a team, there's going to be some points they're going to get over their inconsistency, and all of a sudden you're playing against guys who have gifts?
Yeah. They're extremely confident in one another, and they're only going to get better, progressively every single game, every single practice, every single year they're going to continually to get better. So you can't sleep on them, you can't overlook them, you can't think it's going to be an easy game just because of the record, just because you don't think they stack up to you. At the end of the day, they're NBA players and they're exceptionally gifted out there, so you have to, prepare and focus for them as if you would anyone else.
How nice was it to finally get home after that trip?
Oh, it's good to be home, sleep in my own bed, be around familiar environment. It's good to be home, be back in front of the home fans, in front of the crowd, be somewhere familiar, and being able to just rest and get back to a daily routine.
A lot of times you see the first game back, it's a bit of a letdown game. How do you avoid that? Just for whatever reason, it just seems that happens a lot.
Just stay focused, realize that we can't overlook this opponent, realize we are coming home, we have to take care of home and don't let home take care of us, and just keep that same mentality throughout, this whole 48-minute contest tonight, and don't sleep on them. We can't look back in March and, be like, man, we wish we didn't give this one away.
How important were the last 2 wins in that road trip?
I think very important just because of our momentum, we want to stay, pushing forward. We want to stay moving forward. And I think with those 2 wins under our belt, we continue to push, move forward, and just keep building off of that.
There's a lot of pride in that room. When the shots are falling, does it make it seem like the defense is more intense and that everything is going well? I mean, is the shots falling make everything look more focused and intense?
No, not really. We know we're a team that can score. We can put up points, and I think we've shown that throughout these, first few games of the year. But at the end of the day, we're supposed to be a defensive-minded team, and we've seemed to shy away from that. We focus more on outscoring opponents and rather getting stops. At the end of the day, we're going to score. We have 2 of the best guards in the league. We have one of the highest scoring players in the league. So at the end of the day, we know we can put up points. It's all about getting stops. And, despite what we do on the offensive end, can't let it affect our defense and vice versa. So we have to realize that we are a defensive team first and get that mentality back.
After that game, when you started hitting some shots, you said, don't ask me about that until I do it a few games in a row. Now you've done it a few games in a row. Are you feeling more comfortable now with the shot?
So 15 games.
Oh, okay, good.
15 games. Until I put a solid streak of games together, it's nothing. I've been playing offensively horrible, throughout the course of this year. So until I put, a solid 15 games in a row together, then you can ask me that.
What do you focus on when you're struggling with your shot? Is it footwork? Is it your catch? Is it
I focus on other aspects of the game. If my shot's not falling, then I focus on defense, team help, communication, rebounding, and then just gradually take my shots as they come. So if I'm missing a bunch of shots, I just focus on how I can, affect the game in other aspects.
Right, but in terms of actually correcting those misses, is it recognizing when your shots are coming? Is it making sure your feet are under you properly?
Just making sure I just follow through every time. Making sure it's the same release every single time. I don't try to, change anything.